And hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sports Buzz Super Bowl 55 preview with RJ. This Super Bowl is a very unique matchup between the defending Super Bowl champs, hailing from the Chiefs' kingdom of Kansas City, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, Tampa Bay. We have Tom Brady playing for his 10th Super Bowl. That's right, 10th Super Bowl, as he's trying to win number 7, while Patrick Mahomes is trying to run it back and go back-to-back Super Bowls. The last team to win back-to-back Super Bowls, the Patriots. Mahomes versus Brady is a very unique, intriguing matchup, as it pairs the new kid on the block trying to dethrone arguably the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. Personally, Mahomes needs this Super Bowl win more than Brady. Mahomes is just 25 years old, and he could possibly play for another 15 years too. On the other hand, Tom Brady, the ageless wonder that somehow keeps finding new ways to outlast Father Time at 43, doesn't really need this Super Bowl win. But his fiery, competitive spirit drives him to win this game. Brady's legacy is already cemented and will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Mahomes will likely be a first ballot Hall of Famer as well, whenever his career is over, which could be for many years and could last just as long as Brady's has. If Mahomes is able to knock off Brady for a Super Bowl win, Mahomes could position himself to make a run at Brady's 6 titles and could possibly go beyond that. It's either Brady's time still, or Mahomes will ultimately plant himself as the brand new dynasty in the NFL. No matter what happens, Super Bowl 55 will be highly competitive and may end up coming down to who gets the ball last, as both QBs are highly capable of marching down the field with very little time left to win the big one. Keys for the Kansas City Chiefs to win Super Bowl 55. Mahomes just needs to be Mahomes, and his quick thinking like plays that make something out of nothing. And don't be surprised if he pulls up some Houdini-like magic tricks that we all love to see. Don't be surprised if he uses his legs as well to get very creative. And Mahomes has a great supporting cast around him with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but his supporting cast will have to have a very big game against a very aggressive Tampa Bay defense. Speaking of defenses, the Chiefs' defense needs to harass Brady and make him very uncomfortable in the pocket and keep him from getting the ball out quickly. Tyrann Mathieu of the Chiefs' defense could have a very nice game, picking Brady off multiple times. Interceptions could be available because Brady is essentially playing with house money and will launch the ball up in the air recklessly because he can and he probably will. The Chiefs defense will have to stay creative to keep Brady uncomfortable. And on the offensive side, the Chiefs shouldn't be afraid to run the ball heavily if necessary to keep the ball out of Brady's hands. With Tampa Bay's defense being very aggressive, don't be surprised if Mahomes throws the deep ball quite often and quite fast to keep the Buccaneers defense in check. The keys for a Tampa Bay Super Bowl victory, simple. Defense, defense, and more defense. And being that very aggressive defense to create multiple turnovers and give Brady a short field to work with possession after possession to put points up on the board. And it can't be field goals. It has to be touchdowns. Drive's going to have to end in at least 6 points. Because we all know Kansas City can turn it on very quickly. Ironically, so can Tampa Bay. If Brady gets very comfortable in the pocket, it might be a very long night for the Chiefs defense. Does Tampa Bay really have the firepower to be able to go toe-to-toe in an offensive juggernaut shootout against the mighty Chiefs? Possibly. Just as long as Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Scotty Miller, part of Brady's supporting cast, does not have multiple drop balls during the game. If they're able to hang on to the ball, the Bucs can go step for step against the Chiefs. And with Leonard Fournette running the ball very well, it's going to be a very good key to open up the play action and take a lot of pressure off Brady. We still don't know what Antonio Brown might be because his knee is still not the greatest, and he's highly questionable for this Super Bowl, although he probably will attempt to at least try and get out there on the field. And Gronk's presence, although he's not the same Gronk, he commands a presence of being in check and is Brady's go-to security blanket. And don't be surprised if Brady looks for him very quickly if he's in trouble on the field, and especially in the red zone. I don't expect Gronk to turn back the clock, but anything is possible at this point. Super Bowl 55 is a legendary matchup. We have the best two teams in the league going head-to-head. A legendary ageless wonder in Brady against a young and up-and-coming legend in Mahomes. Not to mention two legendary tight ends with Gronk and Kelce. Although Kelce should have a bigger game, expect Gronk to do what Gronk does. Catch passes over the middle and bail Brady out when he's in trouble. This Super Bowl will feature both high-power offenses and aggressive defense, which could make it one of the best Super Bowls of all time. I don't see a blowout coming for either team. I expect the Chiefs to start out fast like they always do, and the Bucs might struggle and be down quickly, but Brady knows how to come back from those situations, and he has done it many times before. Ironically, both QBs always gets favorable calls from the refs, which could be a very intriguing, unique aspect of the game. And Super Bowl 55 has quite a few historic firsts. First home team playing in their own stadium. First time ever, the two previous Super winning quarterbacks going head-to-head in a Super Bowl. And we have a female referee for the first time ever, which is great, by the way. And not to mention, we have the oldest head coaches for a total combined age of something that's just way beyond the record books. And there will be 22,000 fans, roughly, in the stands, with 7,500 of them are healthcare workers selected from all 32 NFL teams' local fan bases. With all that said, I see this game being very close. And with a minute left, I see the Chiefs clinging to a 38-35 lead. And guess who has the ball in his hands? The ageless wonder, the GOAT arguably, Tom Brady himself ends up pulling off another one and pulls one over against Father Time yet again. And he gets number 7, and as he's quite not ready to hand the torch over to the up-and-coming legend Mahomes. I see this being 41-38 in favor of the Bucs. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs end up winning. But I can't count Brady out. No matter what, he finds a way somehow, some way to come out with a win. And that's what makes him the GOAT, arguably. And Mahomes, he's an up-and-coming legend himself, which should make this game very entertaining, very fun to watch. I'm RJ with the Sports Buzz, and I'll catch you on the flip side.